back to the channel. Still waiting for the paint, unfortunately, for the silver metallic. That should be here hopefully within the next day. So as soon as that's in, hopefully next episode I can get on to the paint. Reason behind today, a couple of bits. First one, Project Lockdown. An update on how that's going at the moment. It's been a week so far since I launched the idea, and the response has been absolutely phenomenal. I am so pleased, and thank you to everybody that has so far sent in pictures of their bikes, their projects, garages, tidies. Keep them coming. I want to get as many as I can and then put them into a compilation video, but thank you so much. As I say, there's a link on screen now to my Facebook Amateur Bike Builder page, and there's a link in the description where you can go across, post your photos. Again, I must reiterate, as from the earlier video of Project Lockdown, I need your permission to use these photos. I cannot just use anybody's photos. I need your permission. And as I say, the response has been absolutely phenomenal. I've been overwhelmed by the amount of people. It's so nice to see that people from all over the world are literally putting photos. I've posted on forums, as many forums as I'm part of. So thank you to everybody from those forums who have posted pictures. There's still more time. I want to make sure I've got enough to actually do a decent video. The editing will take some time. A lot of you have sent in multiple pictures, so I'll probably mix those up a bit. I won't just do them all from one person, I'll shuffle them around. But as I say, the response is, I'm blown away by how much people have come together. So thank you so much to everybody so far that's let me use the photos and put the photos, either emailed me or put photos on my Facebook page. Again, link in the description. The other part of this video is I had a question from, well, I've had a couple of questions on the same item. One was from Mad Mark, and a couple of people have repeated the same question. What's happening with the rest of the bikes? What about the Busa, the Varadero, the ST? Where are they? Because nobody's seen them. So I've still got them. They're still tucked up, still here. They haven't really, well, in the lockdown period, they haven't really moved. There's still jobs that need doing on them. So in a second we'll go and have a look at those, and I'll just have a talk through of what jobs I need to do and how the bikes are looking at the moment. With the Hayabusa, it's still sitting there. It's just sitting behind the camera at the moment, staring at me, waiting to go out for a ride. For those of you that aren't familiar or are new to the channel, that haven't seen the Hayabusa project, again, there's a link in the description to the playlist. It's quite lengthy. It started off as just a maintenance, really, it had been sat for some time, and then it just evolved into, well, I'll show you in a second of what it is now. It did change rapidly. I'll put a picture up now of what it used to look like. And now I'll put a picture up of what it looks like now. But as I say, we'll have a look at that in a second. But as I say, the Project Lockdown is the main thing. It's a main update. That, as I say, so many people, loads of photos. Keep them coming. Keep in the description. Keep posting them across. If you don't wish to go to my Facebook page and you prefer to private email me, in the About section you can get my email that's linked to this channel. Feel free to email me, that's fine. I don't mind. Any way that's you're happy and comfortable with, that's the main thing. I don't want people feeling uncomfortable going to, as I say, Facebook. Facebook is my main page. There is a link to my Twitter page as well. I don't tend to use that as much. Instagram, I'm working on. I'm not that familiar with Instagram, so that's going to take time, but I am starting to work on that behind the scenes. But in a second, as I say, we'll have a look at the other bikes so people are still familiar with what bikes I've got and what jobs I'm doing. So that's the Busa, still here, Varadero hasn't changed. That will be coming into the garage as soon as I can. Be a lot going on with this one. Then the ST. Still got the electrics to go through. So more coming up on both these bikes. And then hopefully back out on this as soon as I can. So there's a standard swing arm in there, but it's stretched on the end with the plates by 6 inches. Shock is 10mm higher than the standard shock. Shortened dog bones. And then the Gixxer K7 tailpiece. And if you can see them in there, the actual aluminium plates with the spacers that join, well, basically the tail unit to the standard standard frame, which was polished and needs another polish. Right, so I hope that answers some questions on what's happened to the other bikes. They're all here, they're all still safe and well, so to say. As I say, it'd be nice to actually get them back out on the road. The booster hasn't been out for some time. I do start it up periodically. The Varadero, which is the workhorse, that's still got a few bits to do on it at the moment. I need to change the rear wheel. I've had a bit of an issue with the rear wheel, so I've got another hub and had a tyre fitted, so I've got to swap that over. The ST I will be bringing back in probably in a couple of episodes between finishing the paintwork, or I may just get the paintwork out of the way and then bring it in. That'll probably be the better way to do it. I need to go through the electrics, because obviously if anybody remembers the actual video I did on it, the ABS lights are flashing and it pointed to an electrical fault, so I need to check the electrical connectors. I need to have a look at the rectifier, regulator rectifier, and replace the battery. I do have the parts. Regrex turned up, and new batteries turned up as well, so that's ready to go through. But I need to find out what's causing that issue. It's everybody that's commented and left suggestions and emailed me, Facebooked, etc. It's all pointing to the Regrec, so I've gone ahead with the Regrec. So as you can see by this one, this is the finned version. I'm suspecting that the one in there is the solid unit, so hopefully this one will be better. But that'll be coming up at a later date. As regards to inside the garage, not much has changed. The Z650 is still ongoing, obviously with the paintwork. Hopefully next episode we can get this rubbed down and get onto the silver metallic base coat. Z1000, I tinker now and again, different suggestions, ideas, etc. I'm just trying to clarify in my own mind. Last time you saw it, it had a standard swing arm, well, it was a bigger swing arm from a GSX 1400 which fitted straight in. So I put the twin shocks on it, had a look and left it there for a week. That's how I sort of work things out in my own mind. I'll show you what it looks like at the moment. So that was the swing arm I had in. And that is with the single-sided, using the VFR 750 actual hub. At the moment it's just, it hasn't had the conversion at the moment, it's just slid in through the other swing arm. So it's all loose. The shock isn't mounted, it's just got a bolt through the top of it which sits on 2 plates, just so I can have a look in my own mind and get a vision of what it's going to look like. And Z650 is just sitting there waiting patiently. So that's the situation with all the bikes at the moment. I say, let me know what you think of the single-sided. I'm sure many people would say they prefer the twin shock version. But as I say, it's all loose fit, it just bolts straight in. I've got it in the garage. I'm trying to use whatever parts I have in the garage to actually make this bike. I will have to buy in parts. Obviously I don't have a front end for it, so it's either whether I go with an upside down front end or I go for a conventional set of forks, which by what I've seen on some of them they are tending to use conventionals, but lots of time on this one. Like I say, that's just an update of all the bikes. I say, people have been asking what's going on with them, because obviously all you see at the moment is Z650, and obviously when I tinker with the Z1000 just to clear my mind, so to say. But as I say, there's still lots more coming up. As I say, the Varadero's got to come in at some point and have a lot of work done on that. It's approaching, oh crikey, what was the last one? I think 97,000 miles on it now. Somewhere around there, so I haven't used it for obviously, what, 5 weeks now. ST, we will revisit. Busa, that just needs to come in and basically have a clean. It runs fine. It obviously needs to go out for a ride, but that can wait. But as I say, anybody that's not seen the Busa before, as I say, I showed you a picture earlier of what it looked like when I started. It was a standard 1999 Gen 1 Busa, and that's what it looks like now. Not everybody's cup of tea, I admit that, but it's personalised to me, and I won't be selling it. It will be staying with me. But as I say, there's a link in the description if you want to go and watch the Hayabusa videos. There's some maintenance ones at the start, and then it kind of evolves, as many of you have seen. But just to reiterate, the first point, Project Lockdown, again, as I say, I can't thank everybody enough. Keep using the description, keep posting, keep giving me the permission. I can't use these photos without your permission. As I say, I've been overwhelmed with how many people have gone, here you go, this is what I'm up to. It's fantastic. I'm meeting, well, interacting with a lot of new people, which is fantastic. They're coming across the channel, they're seeing what I do. I've stated many times as disclaimers now at the start of most of the videos where I'm doing bike work, I'm not a qualified mechanic. I don't know everything. I can try and help people where I can. I just do the best job I can from what I've learned and what I've picked up from other people. I don't always get it right. I do make mistakes, big ones sometimes, but I try and learn from them mistakes, and that's what people seem to like, that I'm just a guy in a garage. I'm just your average Joe, just working on his bikes and bringing in new projects and just tinkering and learning. So as I say, so hopefully next episode the paint should be here. We can get this paintwork rubbed down, or this primer rubbed down on all these parts, have a look for any blemishes, and then hopefully lay down the silver base coat. So until the next episode, thanks for watching. Join me again next time. Cheers. Bye.